Hello everybody and welcome back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. Today we are here for part 38 at Bristol, Tennessee here. So we are back at Bristol where we finished second twice here last year, both to Clint Bowyer. So now that he's retired, hopefully we can find our way into victory lane. We'll be starting the Food City 500 from the 20th place. And as you can see, William Byron gets the pole position here, trying to build on a great season last year. But before we get into today's race, we have some breaking news here, as you can see. So after the Texas race incident where we dumped Ricky Stenhouse Jr., myself, Michael McDowell, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got called to the NASCAR hauler. And basically NASCAR said, enough's enough. You guys are on probation. If you do anything stupid in the next 3 races, you are going to be suspended, depending on the severity of the incident. That is how many races will be suspended for. So NASCAR really starting to crack down on the shenanigans between myself, Michael McDowell, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. So we'll definitely try to stay out of their way as much as possible here. But that will do it for the pre-race stuff. Let's go and get into this race. We're green flag racing here at Bristol for the Food City 500. Let's see if we can finally get our first win of our career. It's been... well, how many races? What, like 30? Ooh. Is it 40 now? Oh, damn, it's 43 races now. Remember, we missed the first Las Vegas race of last year due to COVID, so we're at 43 starts. We got the car number 43. Maybe a little of a sign there to see ourselves finishing well, so hopefully we can do that today. But as we go to the inside of Ryan Newman here, we clear him, and now we find ourselves up into P20 with our teammate of Eric Jones in the 44. Right ahead of us is now we are forced 3 wide in the middle with Custer, and I make contact with both Jones and Custer coming out of the corner. Now Custer slides up into Jones there into the wall. Oh my goodness. I have to back out of the throttle there to make sure I don't slap the wall, and wow, what a start so far. And yeah, we are lucky to still keep it all in one piece after all that contact. But finally, after that, everything seemed to calm down. We found ourselves now at lap 11 here behind Kevin Harvick. So we'll see if we can make a position up getting past him here, but it doesn't seem like we are going to quite make it, or maybe we could. But yeah, we're trying to fight to get ourselves in the top 20. It's been one of those races where I thought we would do well. Like I thought we were going to do well at Atlanta. We struggled. But we'll see if we can make our way up there at the end, because we cannot get this car rolling like we did last year. Like, it was difficult for me. And now, as you can see, I was getting kind of fed up with Kevin Harvick. I wanted him out of my way, and while he goes sliding here, I check up. I didn't want to get into him again. But yeah, unfortunately, I had to resort to contact with the full car. A little too much contact, if I must say so myself here. But as you can see, we come around to take the final lap of stage 1, and the leader, who is just only a straightaway behind us, Chase Elliott, blitzed stage 1 here. He'll dominate and win the first stage as we find ourselves in 20th place. So a very struggling start to start this race, and I'll tell you what, I was not too pleased about it. Well, guys, I really don't know why we're struggling so much so far. I feel like I can't really get into a rhythm, and this car is just not handling the way I'd like it right now, but I don't really know how to fix it. I decided not to rush into making any suggestions so far, because obviously we weren't coming to the pit road after that first stage. Obviously, we have plenty of time left before we have to come in and get tires and fuel, and obviously we will finish stage 2 before we actually do and come and do that. And I said obviously quite a lot there, which is pretty obvious to you right now. But anyway, we'll forget about all that nonsense. We are back racing here. Stage number 2 is underway, and I'm looking to try and get as many positions as I can off this restart here and try and find that rhythm I could not find in stage 1. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try and rip the top lane. We'll see if we can do anything from up here. And I almost pack into the back of Kyle Larson there. But we do find ourselves now to the outside of him, and we're already up from P20 to P16. So a pretty successful start, I'd say, to stage 2. But then we make contact with Alex Bowman. He makes contact with me and Austin Cindric. We all go sliding up now into 3 and 4. And yeah, it seems like when I'm in the middle of a 3-wide situation, the guy on the outside will not go to the wall, and the guy on the inside will not give room. And obviously, you don't want to be 3 wide coming off a corner at Bristol. It just doesn't work. And I feel like I'm forcing it too much, probably. That's kind of on me, and I should learn that the AI did not give me room. It's happened twice now this race, but yeah, here we go. We find ourselves now coming towards the end of stage 2 here, because I couldn't really make up any positions, but now finally I start to get some of those positions back here as I get past Chase Briscoe in the 14 car, that car that beat me to the line twice last year to take away a win. Now we get past AJ Allmendinger as well. Great to see him having a good run, and good to see Ross Chastain having a good run too in the top 10 right now. But we do seem to have enough speed to get past him here. Can we clear him? Not quite, but as we go into 3 and 4, we're going to perform a little bit of a slide job and take that position away. So now we are up to P9 here in stage 2. The white flag of stage 2 is in the air, as we are going to come back and take the green checkered in what seems to be 9th place. I don't think we can get Almirola here. Kyle Busch is trying to make a run to our outside, but it's not going to quite get there as we try to sneak into Almirola. But it will be P number 9 for us here. So two stage points gained, and Brad Keselowski takes home the 2nd stage. So, yeah, not a bad performance that stage, and obviously I was feeling a little bit better about the car. Okay, that run was a lot better. I feel like we have more of a long run car. It started to come into me there a bit, but I feel like we need to make this car a little bit looser. I feel like it's too tight. It's not nimble enough for me to get around these corners. And so with that, a wedge adjustment is made to this car, and hopefully we can now start to get around these corners a lot better right now. But I don't know, it just felt like something was off compared to last season's car. Obviously, I felt like in the Food City 500 last year, I was actually my best. And then I've gotten worse the next 2 of the Bristol races. We ended up doing a lot better last season. So I really don't know what was going on. But right now, we're trying to see what we can do from this high line here. And as you can see, I was just losing ground already early on into this 3rd and final stage. This was go time. This is where we had to make something happen. And well, we found our car starting to get a lot better in the long run, which was between stage 1 and 2. Stage 3 was basically the same amount of laps as stage 1 and 2 together, with 7 extra more as we go and get into the outside wall there. And unfortunately, that's going to kill our momentum and allow Christopher Bell to out inside. But yeah, something was off for me today. I don't know if it was me or the car, but I think it was a bit of both. But we end up getting out of that corner here, and we come across the line 11th here to complete lap 39. We go across here, and as you can see, after a few more laps, we remain in 11th place here now, trying to track down Chase Briscoe, but the caution comes out. Nobody coming to pit road, and I was not surprised to see that, as everybody could make it to the end here, but I cannot find a replay of what happened in the caution, so I have no idea what happened. But basically, we are racing once again here at Bristol. Denny Hamlin leads us down here, trying to get 3 race wins in a row is what Denny Hamlin is trying to do, and I'll be damn impressed if he does that, but we'll see if he can pull it off. But right now, with 15 laps to go, well, 16 now, as we come across the line, it'll be 15 next lap, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, he leads the race. Hopefully we can track him down and actually get our first win. I'm not too confident on it, though. By the way, this race has gone so far, it feels like, I don't know, I don't have the perfect car that I need to win, and I don't see ourselves winning, but I do see ourselves having a nice run here. Definitely a top 10. Maybe we can get a top 5 if we're lucky, as Montreux Jr. comes flying out of nowhere to our outside, and unfortunately we made contact with him and makes a mess into turn 3 and 4. He gets into the outside wall a little bit, but he is fine to carry on, thankfully. But yeah, that 19 car is fast. He's come from the back here, and now he finds himself up into the top 10. And so, as you can see, 5 laps later, we come across the line to complete lap 57. We have finally gotten to the inside of AJ Allmendinger. We managed to hold off Christopher Bell and Martin Truex Jr., but now finally, Martin Truex Jr. gets to our inside, and now we are battling him for P8. Trying to keep him down, pinned on that inside lane, but it's not quite working. It seems like he's going to get the position here, but we are still trying to fight as hard as we can on his outside, but he finally gets past us here. Maybe if we follow the 19 car, we might get a few more positions. And as you can see, the laps have winded down. We have 6 laps to go here. Denny Hamlin has been untouchable since he's gotten the lead here at Bristol, so it seems like 3 in a row for Hamlin is looking more and more like it's going to happen here. I made a little bit of contact with Custer, bumped him in the back, I got past him here. Simple as that. I was tired of waiting. Now it was go time. I want a top 5. We'll see if I can get it. We got the 3 cars in front of us to go do it. Let's see if we can get that finish we want. But as you can see, we are running out of laps to do so, trying to catch up to Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and Martin Truex Jr. here. So now I'm trying to get to the back of Austin Dillon. We have a lapped car in front of us of Timmy Hill. And unfortunately, because that caution came out earlier, it allowed the lap cars to be delayed from their impacting the races. Now I made contact with Austin Dillon, but now he gets stuck behind Timmy Hill. I use Timmy Hill as a pick and get past the 3 car, so we're into P7. But as you can see, Chase Elliott and Montreux, way too far away for us to get them. So it seems like it's going to be P7 or P8 here, because here comes Cole Custer with 2 laps to go, trying to get back past us and up into P7. So now we are going to have to play a little bit of defense to keep P7, which is the highest we have finished all season so far, which was at Atlanta. And we'll see if we can match that today here. It seems like we will be able to, as the white flag is out here at Bristol. Denny Hamlin is going to dominate stage 3 and take home the win for 3 races in a row. Denny Hamlin wins the Food City 500. We hold off Cole Custer and get P7. Wow. Kind of disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I really thought we would be up there in contention for the race win today, and well, unfortunately that was not the case. But there is your top 10 here, AJ Allmendinger. Nice to see him get a nice top 10 out of today's race, so that's pretty awesome to see. So now we will scroll down to see the top 20 here. Matt DiBenedetto in 15th. I thought he would have a lot better of a run today. We scroll down to see Joey Logano in P24 as well, struggled a bit. And you'll even see as well when we scroll down, Kevin Harvick struggled in P33, a lap down. And Kurt Busch is your only DNF, 21 laps down. We go down to see our summary here. 7th place, a cool 410 grand out of that. And now we'll go and see your updated point standings. Denny Hamlin, 3 wins on the trot here. Finds himself up into 1st place in the playoff standings, as you can see the playoff grid. And then we will scroll down to go and see myself in P17. And then we'll scroll down to see in P last, Joey Gase holding it down fine and dandy over there. So that'll pretty much do it for today's race at Bristol. I hope you all enjoyed. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next race at Richmond.